The Epicureans sort of retreat from public life. They study philosophy and they go, let's just hang out in this cool garden. We'll drink, we'll have fun, we'll enjoy life, we'll not be disturbed by things, we'll do our own thing. Well, the Stoics say, but if you do that, who does that seed the field to? It seeds it to the worst people. And the Stoics' idea is that unless something prevents them, they will get involved in public life. They will try to contribute. They will try to make a positive difference. And this is why the Stoics were influential to the founders, in the Renaissance. All throughout history, the Stoics have been involved in social movements and positive change making because, yes, there's a lot we don't control, but we do control what we do, right? We control whether we vote, whether we go out to a protest, whether we speak out about something. So courage is one of the virtues. Justice is another virtue. Discipline is a virtue. And then wisdom is a virtue. All of these, I think, propel us into being informed and then being active in the world.
I needed to see that, man. Damn. Shout out to Ryan Holiday, man, and the Daily Stoic. I did a video on him on my other channel. I was talking about how philosophy and stoicism changed my life, man. And he's somebody that has really, if anything in its least form, he's gave me the foundation of just like the learnings, right? And then of course it's been up to me to kind of dive into a little bit deeper into the people he usually references, Socrates, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius. The list goes on and on. I feel like I am somebody that is a bit private, which is strange, right? Because here I am, live streaming, what are the cases, doing YouTubes are the cases, but for the most part I like being low key. But he just said something like, if who does that leave the seeds to? What did he say? I'm gonna watch that again. What did he say? It's basically like saying, if the people of sound mind, right? If the people that could really, be a voice of change are in the cut, who does that leave the microphones to? Who's really gonna be the one running the show if all the ones the Stoics who are, learning and try to better themselves, this, that, and the, if they're just, content with being in the cut, chilling in the garden, reading and writing, then it's like we need them in the game. It's basically like how I usually say, like, man, there's certain people that are on the bench that don't need to be on the bench. Like, there's a game right now. There's a war going on right now, man. And there's some people that need to be on the battlefield, myself included. Like, so it's like things like this is how I want to contribute. I've been seeing this thing on social media as well, too. Like, yo, what's your contribution to society? And it made me think, like, man, what are you contributing to this world? What are you contributing to this world, man? Are you just a consumer? Or are you a producer as well, right? Consumers are people basically, like, when I hear, like, just general consumerism, of course, that's just buying, purchasing, consuming. But I think of it, like, on a scale of just, like, almost just, like, greed and gluttony kind of in a sense. Like, consuming, like, eating, resources, intake of resources, but no output of resources. I think that's, I don't know, man. So that, damn, let me watch that again, bro. That made me... Listen to what this man just said.
Epicureans sort of retreat from public life. They study philosophy and they go, let's just hang out in this cool garden. We'll drink, we'll have fun, we'll enjoy life, we'll not be disturbed by things, we'll do our own thing. Well, the Stoics say, but if you do that, who does that seed the field to? It seeds it to the worst people. And the Stoics' idea is that unless something prevents them, they will get involved in public life. They will try to contribute. They will try to make a positive difference. And this is why the Stoics were influential to the founders, in the Renaissance. All throughout history, the Stoics have been involved in social movements and positive change making because, yes, there's a lot we don't control, but we do control what we do, right? We control whether we vote, whether we go out to a protest, whether we speak out about something. So courage is one of the virtues. Justice is another virtue. Discipline is a virtue. And then wisdom is a virtue. All of these, I think, propel us into being informed and then being active in the world.
Well said, man. Well said. Damn, I needed to see that, bro. Like, because I'm the type of person, I say this, though, and I'm trying. I'm doing my thing, of course, like, with these YouTubes, whatever the case. I feel like I do try to cover topics that have some type of take-home value. Even with, like, this live streaming thing as well, too. Like, I'm trying to get into that, whatever the case is. So it's just like, as somebody who considers himself a novice philosopher, right? Novice, rookie level philosopher, right? Or just somebody who's just like a thinker, who's, analyzing the world around him and, trying to make sense of it all, right? I feel like part of that responsibility as well, too, is educating the people around you. So Stoics, of course, the Stoics, when I think of Stoics, I feel like, yeah, they are a little bit recluse, right? They are in the cut a little bit more. They're not really caring to be too much in the public eye, whatever the case is, you know, where they could fall victim to like vanity and, you know, this and that, the other, whatever the case is. But that brings up a good point. If these are the people that literally have something to say, you know, of value, they can't be in the cut, bro. They can't be, you know, outside of public life. You need to be vocal. So I'm just thinking about that, like myself and anybody that could ever be watching, man. It's just like, yeah, bro, if you have something to say, contribute, man. Don't let the clowns take over, because if the people that have some level of rationale and critical thinking are all quiet, then that just leaves the clowns to sit and rule the world. And we see that happening right now. But like the thinkers, the people that are, you know, not afraid to pose some serious questions, the people that are trying to like, hey guys, maybe we should focus on this shit over here. Maybe we should focus on some real serious things before it's too late. Nah, you're boring, bro. He's yapping, he's boring. Why is that? And there's a lot of times where I tell myself that as well too. Like, man, if there's nothing of value, like if I didn't feel like what I was doing was somewhat valuable, I wouldn't be doing it at all. You can tell the people that get on social media just to be seen, like, yo, look at me, to, you know, to stroke some sense of their ego, whatever the case is. And you can tell the people that are on here to work, bro. Like, I want to work. I don't care to do anything else but that, man. If I'm not sitting here trying to, you know, provide value or provide some type of, you know, critical thought to the public, then I wouldn't do this at all. So I'm glad I watched that, man. The Stoics embrace public life. If you got something positive to say it, man. Don't let these losers on the internet take over this bullshit, man, because it's a lot of clowns out here, man. And that's what's becoming the norm. Whereas the people that are thinkers and the people that can actually have something positive to say in the world, they're the ones that are quiet. It's so backwards. It's like, I always say this thing as well too. If evil isn't afraid to do evil, good shouldn't be afraid to do good. That's my take on that. That's my mindset as well too. If people are out here confidently causing destruction, then people need to also be confidently out here doing good and not being afraid to speak up on things that matter. That's the stance I'm taking. That's the pledge I've taken for myself, to be completely honest. Because it's like, people will be bold. You'll see some shit nowadays like, damn, bro. Does your evilness have no bounds? No limits? People are out here confidently killing people, confidently causing destruction. People are confidently putting out bullshit music that poisons the kids' minds and what are the cases. Confident. Going back and forth with strangers on the internet. Confidently. So why aren't the people that can do good in the world, why aren't they just as confident, man? If evil's not afraid to do evil, good shouldn't be afraid to do good. Let that be a call to anybody out here who feels like they are fighting on the side of good, man. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. It's crazy, young. I don't know. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. And I'm talking to myself as well, too, because these are things I know, but I like saying it and seeing it as a reminder. So it puts the battery back in my back to, like, get to it, man. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. Don't be afraid to call out some bullshit, man. Like, because if you don't do it, then they win. The clowns win. The court jesters win. I'm glad I saw that. Shout out to Ryan Holiday.